Kindy Rockstars. Prepare for a treat, let's meet and greet some bands and singers that are super sweet, making music that's fun for boys and girls. Help them learn about this great big world. Fun for the family, yes it's true, your kids will love it and you will too. Clap and dance and sing aloud, become a part of the Kindy crowd. These songs will make you move your feet and give your ears a great big treat. So settle in, grab your guitars, and let's get to know our Kindy Rockstars. Hello everyone, and welcome to Kindy Rockstars. This is the show that gives you the stories behind the songs from some of the best bands and singers that are making fun, informative, educational, catchy, and occasionally silly songs for children and families. I'm your host, Patrick Adams, and each episode of Kindy Rockstars will feature an artist and a featured song. So let's get to this week's show. Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's show. My guest is Grammy Award nominee Falu Shah. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Well, before we get into the excitement of the Grammy nomination, let's talk a little bit about your background and how you got into Kindy music.
My mother is also a classical singer, Indian classical singer, and my grandma also used to sing. So I grew up in my house with a lot of music around. And from the beginning, like they heard me singing in pitch. And the minute my mom heard me singing in pitch, she's like, all right, I'm going to put her in a class and get her training and all that. So my training started pretty early, and since I was 3 years old. And I remember like she used to feed me a bite and she will tell me, okay, now you do a scale up and down. So that was my routine of eating every meal. It's like, a bite. A bite. I mean, that's how she trained me. It was playful. It wasn't like very like, oh, you have to sit in. No, everything had music in it. So if we walked together in a park, it would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, walk in rhythm, right? If you're sliding, she would teach me an ornament. It's like, a melodic ornament like that. So music was fun. It was never made to be something that I would ever get bored of. And my mom was very creative in teaching me and my brother both that way. And then at 6, I got into a bike accident and I was admitted in a hospital for a head injury. And the pain was so excruciating. My mother said, don't scream in the hospital room, just sing. So to cope up with that pain, I started singing in that hospital bed and I never stopped. That's what I wanted to do because that gave me the most comfort and support. And it gave me healing and it gave me the most positive comfort when I needed it the most. So I wanted to be a singer from that moment.
And what inspired you to do music for kids?
Oh, that was when I became a mom. You know, I moved here to the United States as a first generation immigrant. And when I had a child, he turned 4 or 5 in preschool. He went and he used to come home with all these questions like, Mom, why am I brown? You're Indian. I mean, but the child doesn't know that, right? He doesn't know the difference. Or he would say, Mom, why is our food yellow? Because we use turmeric. It gives you aroma. It's a beautiful spice. And he would say, Mom, why do we speak a different language? Because you have a heritage of 5,000-year-old culture and languages. So isn't it nice to learn your own language, your mother tongue? But it's difficult for any immigrant parent or person who comes. At some degrees, we all struggle of what we leave behind in the native land and what we bring and what we actually give as inheritance. So that struggle happens in almost every culture that comes to the Americas, because we don't know what to leave behind. We don't know what to give. And that led to my first album, Falu's Bazaar. All the songs that I wrote were kind of an answer to his questions of, I wanted to say to a 4-year-old that it is okay to be different. But how do I say that? I speak in 2 languages. I make music in 2 languages, just like it was a mother's struggle. And that's how I think the nomination landed.
So does your son show any proclivity to music? Kind of like
Absolutely. Yeah. He's learning Indian classical. As a matter of fact, in this summer, we did something, a very, very traditional thing that we do when we learn. It's called a chilla. A chilla means you practice the same scale and improvisations in the same scale, up and down without stopping. For an adult, it's 12 hours. For a kid, it's 3 to 4 hours. And he did that for 40 days. So nonstop. You don't get up while you're doing your chilla. You don't think about anything else, but you're focused. You concentrate and you sing that scale and you go up and down. And like it's like kind of a thing that you just keep repeating. And we chose the Lydian scale. So that's what he practiced. And I think he loves when he sings. So it gives me a little hope.
Are you going to incorporate him into your recordings?
Yes, he sang in both the albums.
Oh, wonderful.
The first one also he sang in almost half of the songs. And the second one also he sang, again, almost in half of the songs.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into the Grammy nomination. Tell me what you were doing, thinking, feeling when you found out.
It was, again, nominations are always like the biggest blessings, because how we get nominated, everybody knows it's a peer-to-peer voting. So when your peers recognize you and bless you, that's so beautiful. The feeling is so great. I feel grateful and I feel truly honored, and I feel so lucky to have been a part of this amazing, vibrant, diverse, and inclusive community of the Recording Academy. Everybody, each one of us, are looking to support each other with excellence in music, keeping that in mind. So, I mean, we can only be lucky, right? I feel every day is a blessing.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about the children's music scene in India, or Indian performers.
You will be very surprised when I tell you there is no children's music scene in India.
Really?
It's really sad. Yes. And part of my thing is I want to evoke this idea. I want to make this idea very viable and very notable in India, that there is something called children's music, because what they do there is Bollywood. Everybody knows and dances to Bollywood tunes. That is the most popular music, although it's changing a little bit. Private albums are picking up, bands are picking up, but still not at the level of 1.3 billion people. No, that the most popular form of music and entertainment is Bollywood. And sometimes I wonder, and part of it also, I learned in America that children need to listen to their age appropriate music. They cannot listen to lyrics that are not appropriate for them. And that is my biggest struggle in India. Children listen to everything and anything, and they have absolutely no filter. And I did not like that. So since I am Indian and I was born and raised there, and I come from that land, and now they see in every newspaper that I'm being nominated for making a children's album, they're like, what is this? So it's raising awareness about having multilingual kids musicians that make music only for kids, because they deserve it. In fact, they are the population that is our future. So if we give them the roots of diversity, the seeds of inclusiveness, and the seeds of acceptance and tolerance, wouldn't this place our world be a better place?
Well, I sincerely hope you blaze a strong trail in India, because that is a huge, huge target market.
Absolutely. 1.3 billion people and so many children. So I really hope people in India start writing music for kids.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
All right. You ready to get into a song?
Sure.
This episode's song is called Rainbow. So Falu, tell me a little bit about this song.
So as a child, rainbow was a fascination I had because every time there would be rainy season is so beautiful in India. And kids look forward to that because that's the time they can go in the park and just get completely soaked in water. And it only comes 4 months out of 12 months. So every kid is just dancing and being like completely in love with rain and water. And then comes the rainbow. And as so many colors have so many beautiful emotions and characters, and they all live so peacefully in that little arc, I found that human beings can have different emotions, can have different belief systems, but they can all coexist with unity, with including each other's beliefs, with accepting each other, tolerating, and making a beautiful design of their imagination. So rainbow came about because I wanted to give the message of unity and tolerance and acceptance. So that's how I wrote Rainbow.
Excellent. A beautiful message.
Thank you.
Let's check the song out. Here is Rainbow by Falu.
Color me, baby, I am a rainbow. I am a rainbow, can't you see? I am a rainbow. There is a rainbow. There is a rainbow inside of me. Color me, baby, I am a rainbow. I am a rainbow, can't you see? I am a rainbow. There is a rainbow. There is a rainbow inside of me.
All right, Falu, tell everyone where they can stream and download that song and how they can find and connect with you on social media.
You can find this album, this song on every streaming services like Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud, Tidal, anything that Pandora, whatever you prefer, you can find this album, A Colorful World. And you can follow me at my Instagram, which is Falu Music, Falu Music. And same with my Facebook, facebook.com/Falu Music, and Twitter as well. And my website is www.falumusic.com. Thank you so much for talking to me tonight.
Excellent. No, thank you for being on the show. It's really an honor, and best of luck in Grammy season.
Thank you so much, Patrick.